Can I file Chapter 7 with a high income if I have exemptions? If you are wondering whether you can file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy despite having a high income and exemptions, you are not alone. This is a common question that many people have when facing financial difficulties. To understand this better, let's break down how Chapter 7 bankruptcy works, what the means test is, and how exemptions fit into the picture. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is a legal process that allows individuals to eliminate most unsecured debts. This includes debts like credit card bills and medical expenses. However, qualifying for Chapter 7 can be tricky, especially if your income is above a certain level. The means test is a key part of this process. It is a formula that helps determine if you are eligible for Chapter 7. The test looks at your average monthly income over the past 6 months and compares it to the median income for your state and household size. If your income is below the median, you generally qualify. But if it is above the median, you will need to do a more detailed analysis of your expenses and debts. Now let's talk about exemptions. Exemptions are specific assets or property that you can keep even after filing for bankruptcy. These can include your home, car, clothing, and retirement accounts, but they have value limits set by state or federal law. Having exemptions does not directly impact your eligibility for Chapter 7 based on your income. The means test focuses on your income and expenses, not the value of your exempt property. So, even if you have a high income, you may still qualify for Chapter 7 if your necessary living expenses and other deductions lower your disposable income below a certain threshold. For example, if your income is high, but your monthly expenses are also significant, you may find that you have little or no money left to pay creditors. In this case, you might still qualify for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. On the flip side, if your disposable income is above the allowed limit after accounting for your allowable expenses, you may not be eligible for Chapter 7. In that situation, you might need to consider Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which involves a repayment plan over several years. If you are considering filing for Chapter 7 and have a high income, it is important to gather your income and expense records for the past 6 months. Calculate your average monthly income and compare it to your state's median income. If your income is above the median, list your allowable expenses and see if you have any disposable income left. If you do not have any disposable income, you may still qualify for Chapter 7. However, if you do have disposable income, Chapter 13 may be your best option. Remember, exemptions are there to protect your property, but they do not help you pass the means test based on your income. The means test is about your ability to pay creditors, not about the value of your exempt property. So, take a close look at your finances to see where you stand.